Body and welcome to Studio Day Heffrey. Welcome into the crib, where today's topic of conversation is a wild card. Wild card man who is one of the major reasons that I do think the Cowboys are a Super Bowl contender. I'm about to start saying I think because I'm about to be a hot take machine where it's like, oh, I don't think, I'm just telling you. But anyway, I don't want to start talking to you until you get some of this action. Audio capability. Yes, that is right. Your boy has audio capability in Studio Day Heffrey. That's pretty exciting, I think. All right, folks, here's the deal. Here's what I'm talking about today. So I was checking out a website. I was checking out a dealy. And it's a reputable website, despite the fact that they've gone downhill a little bit. It's a reputable website. It's called Sports Illustrated. And I saw what they were doing was they did a podcast where they were ranking the best offensive linemen in football, where I don't think it's shocking if I told you the Cowboys have some pretty good players in the offensive line. But here is what I'd like you to see real quick is their list. As you can see here, number 1, Zach Martin. The best offensive lineman in football, according to SI, and I wouldn't fight anybody too hard if they wanted to make a case for some other guys, including David Bakhtiari, who's at number 2 there for the Packers. But 3 of the top 5 guys, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith, Travis Frederick, in the top 5. Now, this is also why I'm not ever giving Zeke a second contract at like $15 or $17 million a year. Don't talk crazy to me about running backs, and don't get me started. I'm not trying to be a hater today. I'm trying to be a lover. 10 best offensive linemen in football. They say that 5 of them are Dallas Cowboys. You can fight that list if you want to, and I wouldn't fight you for fighting that list because it came from like Albert Breer, I'm sure. But anyway, the point of the matter today is the wild card. I want you to think back to the best Dak Prescott we've ever seen. Who was he? His rookie year, Dak Prescott. That was the best Dak Prescott we've ever seen. Why? Tyron Smith didn't miss games, which led to the 6-sack Chaz Green debacle that broke Dak's spirit, I think, for the rest of the football year. Zach Martin wasn't banged up. Travis Frederick didn't miss an entire season. Like the Zeke thing that everybody's talking about, I'm glad he's not suspended. He's an incredible player. He might be the best running back in football. Le'Veon Bell might be the best running back in football. Pittsburgh didn't skip a beat when he went out. Kareem Hunt was really good for the Chiefs. They didn't skip a beat when he went out. The Steelers didn't skip a beat when the backup to Le'Veon Bell went out. The Chiefs were playing 4 different running backs. It doesn't matter. If you're a good football team, it doesn't matter. You don't need an elite running back. You need a guy that's going to do his job. So the wild card is Travis Frederick, because imagine if you could get 4th-year Dak Prescott behind the best offensive line in football, which is totally possible this year. You could almost bet on it. It just depends. Is Travis Frederick going to be the guy that we're used to, or will he be somebody else? You know, and talking to him, he says that all the strength's back. You want to measure it by lifting weights. However you want to measure is strength back. Now, he's got to go play football, and he's got to go be the same guy. But to me, he is the wild card, because when Dak was protected as a rookie, and when they were leaning on the run game, which I shouldn't even say that because that doesn't really help anybody. It really hurts you. But Dak was awesome. And so now if we're to assume that he is a better player in this year, in the 4th year of his NFL life, if we're to assume that he's a better player than he was as a rookie, and I think that's a safe assumption, then if they could just go back to protecting him the way that they did as a rookie, boy, the Cowboys are a real-life Super Bowl contender. It's Travis Frederick. It's Zach Martin being healthy. It's Tyron Smith playing 16 games. Heck, play 13. It'll be fine. Just get to the postseason. But, like, that's it. To anybody who says, oh, Zeke is the engine that makes this thing run. No, the dudes that block for Zeke are the engine that makes this thing run. The dudes that protect Dak Prescott are the engine that makes this thing run. Now, of course, Dak is the biggest part of the engine. The quarterback's always the biggest part of the engine. But holy cow, what he did as a rookie, when he was behind a great wall, he was incredible. He was the man. He was unstoppable. Now let's take that into the 4th year, which is when quarterbacks usually make that huge jump. As Kevin Turner posted on 105.3 The Fan, you can look up that article. He had a Dak Prescott article, and he was right. That, this is the year where guys start to get it, and your touchdown numbers go up, and your passing yards go up. And maybe it's a factor of the coaching staff really letting loose and letting guys go and letting them party. on the football field. But Dak behind this line, Super Bowl contender. So, Zach Martin, knee be healthy. You're good to go. Travis Frederick, be the guy you've always been or close to it. And I'll bet on that. I'm going to bet on that. And that does go into, if you wanted to have the quick topic of conversation, which I got in a Twitter fight about yesterday. Little Twitter fight. I don't really Twitter fight, just a conversation. The Zeke getting a second contract deal, just don't. It's those 5 guys. It's Tyron, it's Zach Martin, it's Travis Frederick. Then it's going to be Connor Williams, Connor McGovern, Lyle Collins. Lyle will probably be gone this year. That's why I named Connor McGovern. Those are the dudes that are going to dictate your running game. Yes, Zeke gives it a little bit of a bump. And yes, I think his name might make it a little bit easier for Dak Prescott. But if we're sold that we got the quarterback and we're giving him $30 million, don't tell me the engine is the guy behind him that you're going to pay half as much. Oh, yeah, that's the engine. He's the reason Dak is Dak. Well, then why would you have Dak? Let him go. Let somebody else make him. Save $30 million. But no, Dak's a player. I don't know if he's going to ever be an elite player, but he's a good player. He's a good quarterback. Teams don't let that go. Don't make a mistake. Don't pay your running back big money. And now, to wrap this up, I'd like to play you whatever audio plays when I hit these buttons. Oh, it's like Super Bowl music. Ah, that's not as good. That's not good either. Ooh. Don't pay Zeke. All right. Peace out, everybody. I love you. Have yourself a great day.
I'm gonna take that house in 1053. Every time it's where 40 Bigfoot watched.
Hi, Amanda. Just finishing recording this thing. My song's playing. It's over now. Amanda's up, everybody. Peace out.